I'm Anna.
And I'm Sarah, and welcome to our UTS with ICT program.
Today, we will be critiquing two pedagogical tools.
Number 1, Edmodo.
Number 2, Moodle.
We'll be looking at how useful they are in the classroom,
and how they impact upon current educational issues.
whether they are really worth your while,
and just how innovative are they?
Now, Edmodo is a free social learning networking site used specifically by teachers, students, schools, and parents.
Moodle is secure and used to post classroom materials such as messages, assignments, and links, upload files and videos, create tags and polls, set up alerts, archive discussions, and access homework and school notifications. Edmodo
Was released in 2009 by Jeff O'Hara and Nick Borg.
Now, I've contacted Jeff O'Hara and we will be able to interview him in 2 weeks' time.
Exciting!
Now, we've done our research and we believe Edmodo is an innovative pedagogical tool as it introduces a number of radical changes within the education system.
Firstly, it is the only educational website that combines microblogging and social networking, while allowing teachers, students, and parents to do so in a completely secure online environment due to a unique code distributed solely by the teacher.
And secondly, students are able to share their work to the rest of the class from other innovative websites such as VoiceThread, Google Maps, and Wordle. Edmodo is technically innovative as it updates in real time so that students can quickly respond to each other. So we've joined Edmodo, had a play, and we've determined that it has many benefits as a pedagogical tool.
Edmodo is a great way to encourage group work and public students' work.
Edmodo also has the potential to improve students' communication skills via microblogging and supports the conversational process by connecting students in the classroom or potentially all over the world.
Too often, classroom lessons are teacher-driven. Through using Edmodo, students are able to interact, design, and create with materials and experiment with their ideas in a safe environment. The student, rather than the teacher, decides what information will be used and how it will be presented.
21st century education is something that is yet to completely infiltrate schools due to a lack of professional experience and knowledge. Edmodo enables teachers to gain this experience and knowledge needed through a number of support options such as webinars, help centres, Twitter posts, and blogs.
Thank goodness, sometimes new technologies can be very overwhelming. I recently took part in a webinar run by Mr. Ben Wilkoff, which was insightful. The great thing about it is, though, if I missed anything, Mr. Wilkoff records the webinar, so I can go back and look how to do things all over again.
So Edmodo, if used correctly, caters for diverse learners. For example, students who have seeing difficulties can make the font larger, or shy students have the opportunity to take part in discussions that they normally would not.
After all those positives, we just have a couple of, well, I wouldn't say negatives, but rather two constructive criticisms.
One is that Edmodo may benefit from students being able to directly message each other. At the moment, students cannot directly message each other unless small groups are created.
The second is that if you as a teacher are planning to communicate to parents or give homework assignment via Edmodo, you need to prepare to cater for those students who may not have access to the internet at home.
However, Edmodo has the potential to encourage reflective thinking, support collaboration and relationship building, increase perceived accountability for students and their work, encourage peer feedback, and support and extend learning outside the classroom.
Gold star.
As a pedagogical tool for the classroom. Our second pedagogical tool is Moodle.
Moodle stands for the Modular Object Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment. Moodle is a course management system, also known as a learning management system, or a virtual learning environment.
It offers an adjustable environment for learning communities. The software is designed to support a social constructivist framework of education.
Moodle has features that allow it to scale to very large deployments and hundreds of thousands of students, yet it can also be used for a primary school or an educational hobbyist.
Many institutions use it as their platform to conduct fully online courses, while some use it to simply augment face-to-face courses.
Many users love to use the active modules,
such as forums, databases, and wikis,
to build richly collaborate communities of learning around their subject matter
in the social constructivist tradition,
while others prefer to use Moodle as a way to deliver content to students and assess learning using assignments or quizzes.
Moodle.org has created a demonstration site, which is a full Moodle site with some sample courses that you can try as a teacher, student, or even an administrator.
Moodle can be particularly useful in a very safe entry point to the online world. Easy addition of multimedia,
links to useful resources,
scaffolding of learning activities,
fun quizzes,
easy insertion of engaging learning objects,
and catering for parental involvement are just some of the highlights of existing Moodle use in the early years of formal education.
Moodle uses Creative Commons copyright, enabling students and teachers to copy, use, and modify Moodle.
Moodle is a great way to enter your classroom into the 21st century.
Moodle and Edmodo share a number of similarities.
Both are free and safe,
Allow teachers and students to upload and share files with one another,
are designed and created by teachers for teachers and their students, schools, parents, and community.
both promote a collaborative-based teaching situation where teachers and classes from all over the world can interact with one another, or a contained teaching situation where classes interact solely with themselves.
Enable assignments and homework to be allocated, submitted, graded, and returned.
Allow parents to view their child's progression throughout the year.
Allow students to participate in group work with the opportunity to review classmates' online work.
Provide help centres to assist all users in the initial discovery.
While these two pedagogical tools share similarities, there are of course differences.
Moodle is described as being a course management system and a virtual learning environment, while Edmodo is described as a social learning networking site.
Moodle is a software that requires downloading and installation. On the other hand, Edmodo is a website that requires a login and password. Moodle caters for a numerous amount of various languages, whilst Edmodo is limited to only 3.
Moodle provides wikis, forums, databases, quizzes, and blogs, whereas Edmodo provides services for microblogging and polls.
While Moodle provides students and teachers with an effective virtual learning environment, we found that Edmodo was easier to initially access, learn, and operate.
That concludes our UTS with ICT program for this week.
We look forward to seeing you next week.
Bye!